Here we go. Okay, there we
Sorry
go.
for missing last week, by the way.
Oh man, no problem at all. All right, have a great meeting. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Zeke, how you doing?
Good. I had one topic that I wanted to discuss during this meeting, which was I managed to regain access to the Node.js Crowdin GitHub user. And,
oh, excellent.
I need to generate a new token to add to the Crowdin project so that it can reintegrate with GitHub.
Yep.
But I don't know which Crowdin project that is. And I need to dig up the issue where it's being discussed. But
I also do not know. I have been more passive than active on these calls.
mm-hmm.
I've done a couple of things, but I'm not certainly the expert on things. I think that's actually Ben. So
I think the conversation is actually buried in one of those issues about unblocking the process or something like that.
well, let's just search for unblocking on Internationalization then. I'm not seeing it. Process, probably Crowdin. Search for Crowdin. Oh, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Token. Okay, there's only 3 things with token. One is 57 by you for March 31st, 2018. This is old. That's issue number 57. I linked it in chat.
Yeah, no, this is something newer. Maybe it's not on the i18n repo.
Okay, so let's look in the node. Org Node.js. And we want to look for i18n because it's probably related, or maybe just Crowdin and token. There's 3 issues. Oh no, I'll look it up. So here's an interesting search with 7 issues. Unblock translation process.
Yes.
That looks like it was January 22nd.
Yes,
here it is.
That's the one. Oh, it's on
You got it?
nodejs.org. That's why. Okay. I got it.
All right. Together we have GitHub food our ways to victory. Excellent.
So the very last thing on there, someone chimed in and said, I believe it should be Node.js website, but we haven't heard back from Alexander on that one. So let's see.
I don't know how well that the different working groups actually talk to each other. In general, I think that's kind of the function of our main conferences every year, which we probably should rethink now. Alexander has joined this call before.
Yeah, he was here last week. He and I were the only ones on the call last week.
Oh, okay. That's why Ben says it was fine. I missed. Sorry about that. What was I doing last week? Oh, I was driving to the airport and back. Oh man.
So.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, maybe I should just add the token to both projects.
Yeah.
To be on the safe side. Let's see. I'm going to log into Crowdin as the Crowdin Node.js user. Got 2 projects in there.
He also said he was going to respond to me 9 days ago, and he hasn't yet. Back in a month or so.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's for something else, though, for the badges.
Actually, okay, looking at the projects, I see, here I can share my screen.
Yeah.
When I look at the Node.js website project, it looks like it already has an integration that is working and synced recently. So it must not be Node.js website. If I go back to this account and go to the other one, Node.js Crowdin, go into settings.
It already has some people working on it.
This one is busted. Okay, so
Reconnect.
yep. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing so I don't expose the token.
On YouTube, I think it's a smart move.
Okay, I'm gonna do this now so that I don't blow it off.
I also think that's a smart move.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else on the agenda that you and I are qualified to go over?
I highly doubt it. Let me check again.
Okay.
Okay. So 223 agenda items. Team mirroring crowd and roles, owners, viewers. I'm not qualified. Neither of us are qualified. That's a consensus thing. We don't have consensus of two people. Best practices guide 214. No one has commented on this, so we should go through it and give our opinions.
Okay.
So that's issue number 214 in Internationalization. Inscription to upgrade. It behooves to have a best practices guide. That makes sense. We're discussing more of this topic today. This was 21 days ago. We'd like to know more about what teams need. So I'm going to suggest that we take this section here and make it bigger. Just to clarify. And then I'm just going to make this giant, because it's a really easy way of yelling. I'm going to add a note. I'm not sure. All right, so do you see my comment there?
I haven't yet.
Okay. So on 214, I wrote a comment saying, just to clarify, we'd like to know more about what teams need to feel supported and what questions teams have for the Islanders working groups right now. So that's something we can pass on to the other people later. I don't know how to do that, and I'm not qualified, but I feel like that's one thing we can say, because now there's been action on that issue-ish.
Cool.
Okay, updating, contributing, getting started guides. How to join the international working group, get involved. How to join, basically what we need is someone to do this work. I don't have the time or resources to do this work right now in 210, do you?
No.
Okay. Note from today's call. I'm just going to leave a comment. Neither I nor. Do you mind if I mention your name?
Go for it.
Zeke have the time to do this right now, but we'd love to see this move forward. If anyone wants to take a stab at a first draft. All right, so that's something which we did. Great. I'm kind of understanding that small comments like that are actually useful, because it shows people that people are watching, as opposed to not saying anything. So that's why I'm just going through and doing this right now. Crowd and glossary. So this actually you could potentially help me with. So on May 8th, 2018, you suggested that we have a glossary feature, and you extracted stuff. But you hadn't made a PR for it, which is fine. Madrov did make a PR on May 31st, 2018. And you suggested some more terms we could put in there. And then it hasn't really moved forward since June. So I suggested 2 weeks ago that we should just merge this. Madrov agrees, and then we have at least a start. What do you think about that?
Can you drop a link to the issue?
Yes. So this is actually waiting for your feedback. So this is something we can do today, which is cool.
All right.
Again, to summarize, and if anyone's watching, hello. Basically, you wanted to make a glossary a couple of years ago. No one commented. One guy made a PR. There was some discussion about it, and then it died for a year and a half. And I suggested, well, rather than having it be dead in the PR, let's just have it be dead in the file, because then it, at least it's part of the repo and we have a base. Because I think PRs get a lot less light than files get. You might disagree with that, though. So what do you think?
Let's see, it looks like my feedback was that there are a lot of comments in there, or a lot of terms in there that actually should be translated. So I still
So that sounds like
believe
it's a, yeah, because it's just a JSON file. Oh no,
Also-
if you look at the actual like content that the file's changed, a lot of those terms actually have a note saying this is a Node.js and should not be translated. So that eviction worked in, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't see any of that stuff in there. Okay, I will sign off on this one. Looks like it's all
Awesome.
very node centric.
In that case, we could probably merge it.
Let's do it. I'm going to approve it right now.
And then we don't need to have this issue open anymore because it'll just be a long-standing issue. Instead, people can just automatically PR to fix it as it goes along. One of the things we may want to do is have a note in the Internationalization README saying if you have glossary terms that you feel like should be in the glossary, please add them to the glossary. What do you think about that?
That sounds good. Oh, I just reviewed it as the wrong user. That's why. It's like Zeke is still blocking this. I'm like, I am Zeke. What are you talking about? I'm logged in as Node.js crowd in. Okay.
Do you think that should be in the contributing guide? No, it should be in just the README, I think. Okay.
That sounds good. Okay, let me open this issue in the right place.
Can you let me know the name of the file just quickly? Just want to make sure that I'm right.
It is
I'm just right.
crowdin-glossary.json at the top level of the project.
Top level, thank you. That has some terms which should be shared or translated are noted as shared or translatable across the project. If a term is missing, please add it. Translators, please use this. So this glossary should automatically should come up as like a note in Crowdin, right?
Yeah, but actually, the mere existence of this JSON file is not enough to make that happen. We actually have to use a tool to use Crowdin's API to upload it into the project.
Okay, do you want to open an issue for that or add a comment to the issue?
Sure. Okay. Let's see. I think we need a new issue.
Okay, I've made a new PR, number 230,
Mm-hmm.
that adds a note to the README. It shouldn't be merged until that issue that you're creating now has been created.
Okay.
I've requested your feedback and Mandra's feedback on that.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I gotta get out of this other tab because I'm getting lost.
Oh, there was a minutes. We should probably write in that. Yeah. Richard Lit and Zeke. Agenda. I'm going to add your note. Zeke needs help. I need help with token. Now done.
Mm-hmm.
We commented on localization best practices. We commented on guide. We merged 91 and opened 230.
Mm-hmm.
And you opened another one, right?
Working on it.
That'll be 231. Forward on block translation projects.
I just closed it.
Z closed. Awesome. Hooray. Publish a module to NPM. I don't think either of us have the access rights for that. You might.
I do. I don't have time right now.
No
It's
time right now.
Not ready.
Come back next week. Not ready. Website content to be translated, number 72. Sorry, I'm trying to be helpful. You can keep working on your thing. Sort of. Why can't I just click on the go to the link? Thank you.
Okay, 231 exists.
Awesome. Let me go to 230 and say should close or part of 231. Thank you. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next one is website content to be translated, which is number 72, where there's direct questions for you, Zeke, in the last comments.
Let's see what they are.
It looks like token stuff. You may have already solved it.
$72.
Yep. Internationalization.
And this issue has been used for so many different conversations. I think we should just say that there's a new token in the project, and I'm going to close the issue. And anyone
That's out of scope.
Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. Closed. Automatic approve. And merge translation PRs. So this is a request for changing the amount of reviews needed to merge a PR. I suggested that we move to one approval.
Yes.
You have to have the settings. You have the settings for that. I don't think
Okay.
I do. Oh, I also do. Do I? This is for this repo, right?
For i18n, yeah. It's in the branch. It should be in the branch protection settings.
Yeah, I can do that. Who knew? Branches, protection rules. Edit. Required approving, 1.
Nice.
Save changes. Okay, well, I did something today. Great.
Nice.
I actually feel like I'm helping.
Definitely.
I often don't. All right. So I'm going to close that. This is the most effective call I've ever had.
Closing issues left and right. Feels good. Yeah, there's a lot of cobwebs in this project. So
With Zeke's approval on the call today. Closing. Close and comment. Bam! All right. Closed. That doesn't need to be in bold.
I actually have to stop at 10:30. So
Well,
Here
there's
we
one
are.
more item, if we could just really quickly do it,
yep.
which is onboarding new international contributors, not yet an issue, so therefore I say we not do it. So that's it, we're done. We did everything.
Yes.
I'll see you next week.
Okay, Richard. Thanks for helping.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.